On this side, that's the EV charger. Then on the right, you're getting the petrol tank. There are 4 different energy modes. So comfortable and it's so quiet. Hey guys, this is Jerry, welcome to the channel. This is the all-new Leapmotor C10 REEV. Unlike the C10 EV we drove last few weeks ago, it's kind of a different concept from any other vehicles that's available on the New Zealand market right now. How does the REEV works? We're going to talk briefly about that in the video, but if you want the full explanation, do check my last video about the exterior interior plus the explanation and difference between REEV against the standard super hybrid or whatever. Leapmotor is naming this ultra hybrid, but I think REEV is probably better for understanding for many people on the market. We've done the review for the exterior and the interior, pretty much everything about the car. Let's just have a quick walk around. The design language on this is identical to the C10 EV. There's barely any change, to be fair, apart from 2 caps on the end. On this side, that's the EV charger, AC, DC, and the vehicle to load is going to be from here. Then on the right, you're getting the petrol tank that takes 91, and the tank size is 50 liters. Boot space is 546 liters, still long, square, no issue at all. If you go to the EV version of this, you get about 30 liters more, but it's still, reasonable. It's still absolutely usable. On the side, that's 20-inch alloys, and then at the back of the seats, there's plenty of leg room for me. I'm about 178 centimeters tall. I've got tons of leg room in front of me, tons of foot space. I love the floor is just flat. There's absolutely no bump at all. And the door opening is really wide. Closing the door sounds like this. That's pretty good. So now let's get to the front. All the C10 sold in New Zealand will have a power driver seat and passenger seat. Along with that, heated, cooling, and memory functions are available. Visibility wise, wind mirrors are okay, reasonable size. You do have a small mirror over here, and the front view is really great, and the screen does not block any part of today's view. On the side, that's pretty good too. Only one thing is the rear windscreen. They are quite slim, not superb compared to some other competitors, but they're all right. Window control is a little bit different. Does take a second to get used to. Steering feels really good. Leather material looks good. The gear selector is on the right. The indicator and the windscreen wiper is all on the left. To start the vehicle, you have to have your NFC card over here or have your phone on your mobile app connected. Foot on the brake, the vehicle will then start just like that. The steering control is quite minimal, just like the Tesla swivel adjustment. To control the wind mirror and the left, you have to go here. That's the quickest way to adjust, to use this to control that. But apart from that, everything else is fairly easy. You got 10.25-inch display, very clear to view most of the things. You can change the graphic on the right if you need to. On the left, it's going to show your EV and petrol range. Speaking of the range, this vehicle can get over 1,100 kilometers combined range on the NEDC cycle with full charge and full tank of petrol. Over here, this is a 14.6-inch display. The graphics looks really good, and the response time is easy. The panels is easy to reach. Drop-down menu, you have many quick adjustments, and setting menu is over here to set up everything inside the vehicle. We are going to turn the ADDW, that's already off, and you can turn the speed limit information off as well, so that's all right. You can do many adjustments to personalize your driving experience, all the way from the regenerative braking, drive mode, steering control, everything about that. The vehicle does have different energy mode, which we are going to go through once we start driving. Leapmotor assistance is also available to control air conditioning and windows and navigation, things like that. Speaking of navigation, it's got some sort of on-time traffic with GPS and internet connection, but you do not have Android Auto or Apple CarPlay at all. The only thing you can do is Bluetooth to connect your smartphone like a Tesla. Over here, some app control underneath, home screen underneath, some quick adjustments underneath as well. The 360 view looks alright, it's not too bad, but not super crystal either, so just kind of medium range for the camera quality. Air conditioning is over here, you can control many things. Now let's start driving, see how the drive goes. Reverse. So like I mentioned in the previous part, we've done the full explanation how the REEV, range extender electric vehicle, works. You can consider this as a plug-in hybrid, but unlike most of the plug-in hybrids on the market, this car does not drive, or this petrol motor, petrol generator at the front, does not drive directly to power the wheels and give the vehicle traction and things like that. What the petrol generator at the front works is it's only taking petrol and recharge the battery underneath. The battery pack is 28.4 kilowatt hour, which comes with an LFP battery. On a full charge, you are going to get over 170 kilometers on the NEDC cycle, but realistic, the WLTP of 145 kilometers is closer to realistic range. There are 4 different energy modes, or 4 different EV modes you can drive the vehicle for. The first one is called EV Plus, so it's going to purely drive on EV and do not let the petrol generator to engage at all until the EV runs critically low. Now the next mode is called EV, that means the vehicle will drive on pure EV mode until the battery runs to 30% charged, because under 30% the power is going to be quite limited. That means the petrol generator will engage at about 30% EV charge to recharge the battery to get more power or more range. And the next one is fuel. So it's going to engage the petrol generator. That means it will try to reserve the EV battery or EV charge as high as it can, and using as little as EV. By the same time, it's got still plenty of power. You are going to hear the engine motor once it starts driving at that mode. Power, combined maximum power, the EV motor will be engaged permanently to keep that power engaged and ready. Again, reserved EV battery level at a certain percentage again. You are able to reserve the EV level at the setting menu, or you can just simply click through one of these functions. Right now we're driving on EV, but no matter what driving mode you are going to use, the vehicle will only drive like an EV. That means the petrol generator again does not drive the wheels at all, no matter what mode you are going to step in, as only the rear-wheel drive EV motor will just drive the wheels. The single EV motor at the back powers 158 kilowatts and 320 Newton meters of torque. It's quite similar to the pure EV version of this vehicle, but the 0 to 100 timer is going to be just over 8 seconds. Still not bad for a size vehicle like this. It's not going to be super fast, but in the meantime, we put the foot down, it still goes alright. Now, since the vehicle has plenty of EV charge as we speak, that's 108 kilometers to go, you are just going to drive this vehicle like an EV. There's absolutely no noise coming from the generator. You can't hear anything from the driving motor. It's really comfy, really soft around the corners. The vehicle does have a McPherson strut at the front, independent multi-link at the back. Overall, it's a comfy vehicle. It's got a very long wheelbase, 2.82 meters as well. So that's plenty of good long wheelbase compared to any other petrol or petrol hybrid vehicles on the market. On surface like this, it's a bit noisier than some other vehicles, but it's not too bad. The tires are giving us a good amount of support. The steering can also be changed to sport or normal or light, whichever you want. Right now we're just driving the vehicle in comfort mode. We do not want to go super fast as we are behind the traffic. But as soon as you like, you can just change the vehicle to sport or custom, whatever you like, to do all these adjustments. At low speed, under 30 kilometers per hour, the vehicle will give you some whiny noise. That's the pedestrian warning noise. As also you are slowing down, you're getting the regeneration charge. The vehicle will also get that regeneration noise too. Speaking of the regeneration, there are 3 levels of regen you can do. Along with that, the 4th will be the one pedal driving. The vehicle does have a one pedal driving mode, which is again not bad at all for a vehicle like this in terms of price range, especially this is a hybrid, or technically a plug-in hybrid electric car. Now getting up to speed is easy. It's still comfort mode, it's not bad at all. Let's go to sport. You can definitely feel the acceleration, and the pedal gets stiffer, steering gets stiffer as well as soon as you go to the sport mode. Now on these surfaces, it's a little bit rough, and you're going to pick up quite some noises in the cabin due to the microphone that's just in front of my chest. And there's a little bit shakes here and there, up and down a little bit on some certain spaces. You can feel it on the seats and inside the vehicle. And up here we are able to do a small quick acceleration just to see how the vehicle goes with the range extended EV from 21 to 3. Sport mode, EV by the way, not power. Swiftly, very easy to take up, but also not that fast. Maybe we'll change to power and see how the power works. And again, 30, 25, 1, 2, 3. You actually hear the engine noise now, well, generator noise to be exact. But still, the vehicle drives like a pure EV with the acceleration, and it's just very smooth. There's absolutely no gear change what mode you are choosing, because essentially the vehicle only drives on the EV motor and EV battery. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? I have turned the driver monitoring system off in this video, so do not take that as a reference. I think that part still needs some updates in some way. Now we're entering a country road area. We are able to drive the vehicle in sort of small windy roads and to test it. Remember, we are still on the sport mode. The vehicle is still driving on the pure EV driving. The handling, rear wheel drive, but not sporty. It's pretty soft. Does not give you much of a feedback, but it goes around corner okay. It's not wobbly, but it's also okay. Yeah, it's not sporty in any way. There's a little bit body roll, and you can definitely feel it on your seats. Over here, it's not encouraging you to go over any speed around these corners. You kind of want to brake a little bit to get more support. I'd assume this is going to be very, very comfy on the motorway driving. But around country road like this, it's not the natural habitat for this sort of vehicle. You are going to get a better handling on something like the Tesla Model Y, but it's not a hybrid, let's be honest. This car sits on the market very differently from any other products. But what I really like is just relaxing drive. So comfortable, and it's so quiet. The seats hug me really well. This has to be one of the most comfortable seats you can get under $60,000, even $70,000. It is the best seats, like so squeegee, so soft. They call these seats as a silicone leather seats. I don't know what the technology is behind it, but the seats are really good. Occasionally there's a little wobble around the rear suspension, going around the corners. This is a bumpy road in some way. It's alright. So what are the competitors on this market, by the way, for this sort of vehicle? J-Cool J7 SHS is going to be out in New Zealand soon. And then next one is the BYD C-Line 6. That's been in New Zealand since last year. We've test driven that. That's a very nice all-round vehicle. Next one will be the Haval H6 GT PHEV. Both Haval and also the BYD is a bit more expensive, or actually 7 to 8 grand more expensive than this. Next one will be potentially the Mitsubishi Outlander. Only thing is that one has a very limited EV driving range compared to this, but none of those cars work like this, where you can maintain your pure EV driving at whatever the speed and whatever the petrol consumption and things. Speaking of consumption, I actually don't know what the fuel consumption is going to be on this vehicle. Under the NEDC cycle, it is rated to be 0.9 litre per 100 kilometers. But let's be honest, if you're driving in Auckland traffic on the commuting part of the thing, if you do charge the vehicle every day, you are going to cost 0 litre per 100 k's on most scenarios. But if you're going for a long run without charging at all from here to Wellington, let's say, I'm pretty sure this will get close to a standard hybrid vehicle. That's kind of the best or maybe the worst, depends on your perspective, for this sort of vehicle around those areas. For the best part of this vehicle, drives like an EV permanently. There's absolutely no noise in most scenarios as long as the vehicle is charged. You can drive up to 140 k's on the pure EV driving for your daily drive. And then at the same time, you absolutely do not have any range anxiety. If you go past by a petrol station, just come in, fill up 91, and then you are good to go. And no matter where you go, you will be able to find 91 anyway. But the worst part, some may argue, is you still have to pay RUC. It's not a pure electric compared to other vehicles on the market. So it's kind of a mixed range of, experiences and expectations you are getting from this sort of vehicle. What do you think? Please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this sort of vehicle. My driving impression, it's comfy, it's not as sporty as some may want, but at the same time, it's alright, it's pretty cruisy, it's got plenty of space. Driving wise, it drives like an EV and you don't need to worry about it. You can change different drive modes if you want, but if you're doing daily runs, if you have charge, EV is probably the way to go. And even if the petrol generator engages, if we press the fuel, it's not that strong in terms of noise and things. Still relatively comfy to travel and easy to control and easy to maintain. So yeah, that's pretty much all what I wish to talk about in terms of driving the Leapmotor C10 REEV. So what do you think about this vehicle? Please let me know in the comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this sort of vehicle. Now that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you do not forget to subscribe, like. That's the best way to support the channel. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.